right, describe Wicked Cyclone for us.
Wicked Cyclone is the most compact coaster we've ever done. And so we tried to throw as much elements and as much airtime in as possible. And the idea of the coaster overall, other than being really loud, is just to make it relentless as possible and keep you in the back seat and keep things coming at you.
What is different from this coaster than other Rocky Mountain coasters out there?
Definitely in terms of the pacing. This one.
All right.
Definitely the pacing on this is faster than the other ones. I really like it. I think I'm going to do more of this style, at least interject some of this style into every ride in the future, because the speed that the elements come at you certainly is a new excitement, and definitely get you to where you don't know exactly what hits you by the time you get to the end of the ride.
What is your favorite part about building a ride like Wicked Cyclone?
Definitely, as far as the favorite part is to work with a coaster that has a history and to beat it. So this was a lot of people's favorites and a real classic, and so to be able to give something that everybody's happy with in the end, and nobody says they want the old one back, that's a definite treat.
Tell us a little bit more about that. When you guys build coasters, most of the time you're coming in and you're building a coaster on top of a coaster that used to be there. How do people usually react to something like that?
Originally, when we first did the Giant, I was expecting everything from death threats to whatever they could throw at me. Since that's been very well received, there's always that initial push that people want to save their old coaster. But it seems like by the time that the new coaster's up and before it opens, everybody seems to be converted, at least most people, and very happy that it's been done.
And what is the best part about being a roller coaster designer?
The best part is definitely days like today. You get a lot of months of just trudging through the track, the structure, every nut and bolt, and it's not always as fun as you may think. But days like today, and not only riding it yourself, but getting everybody else to see how they like it, it makes it all worth it.
Well, the experience is fantastic. We've got the steel track on the wooden coaster, so we've got a super smooth feel, and there's a lot of great elements that we can do with our 3 inversions that we have, our steeper drops at 78 degrees, and we can get the ride to go a lot faster than when we had the Cyclone here.
Tell us about the public reaction to Cyclone leaving.
The public reaction to Cyclone leaving, we got a lot of phone calls. We got a lot of phone calls here. We got a lot of emails. Our mayor also received a lot of phone calls from a lot of people in the area that were very upset that we were getting rid of Cyclone. We announced that in June. But once we announced the Wicked Cyclone in August and they got to see what we were planning to do, they definitely warmed up to it, and they've been very excited about us launching this new coaster.
Describe the ride for us.
The ride is super fast, and it has some very extreme airtime. You're moving through that ride really quick. A lot of the elements are compact and low to the ground, so you're moving by so fast. I say it's one of the fastest coasters that I've been on because that speed's maintained for so long, and the airtime is crazy. We have the most airtime of any coaster on the East Coast, and it's just extreme, popping you out of your seat airtime.
All right, tell us about working with Rocky Mountain Construction.
They've been absolutely great. We've been working with them for a few years on this project. They started the construction as soon as we closed Wicked Cyclone, or regular Cyclone in July, excuse me, and they've been just great. They've made some adjustments to the original designs that we've had to make the ride even more extreme, and they've built a world-class coaster here, and we're very excited to share it with all of our guests.
All right. How many times have you ridden it?
I don't know the exact number. I'm definitely in the double digits, but it's still not enough. I got to keep getting on that ride.
All right. Give us your name, Robert.
Rob Noxious.
Rob Noxious. All right. Tell us about the Wicked Cyclone.
The Wicked Cyclone is amazing. It's probably among the best Rocky Mountain coasters I've ever ridden. Outlaw Run is also really good, but this one is just amazing.
What makes this one so amazing?
14 is what they were saying. I lost count, but they told me 14 times I got air. God knows how many inversions. Really smooth. Really just an amazing ride. I love it.
Tell us about the theming of Wicked Cyclone.
Well, they do kind of go with the storm theming. With all the storms we got out here, including even last night, it's pretty cool. And you kind of become a storm chaser, and I could see going through that kind of a pattern as a storm chaser.
All right. Tell us about how you felt about Cyclone being taken out.
Well, I had mixed feelings about it, but I understand, and for what replaced it, I can't complain.
All right, Russ, tell me about Wicked Cyclone.
Wicked Cyclone is absolutely incredible. It's like nothing else on the planet. It's fast, it's smooth, it goes upside down, but you'd never know it because it's so quick. It's a lot of fun.
Tell us about your reaction when you heard about the Cyclone closing here at Six Flags.
Well, the original Cyclone was an iconic ride, a classic wooden coaster. We were all in love with it. We were very, very sad to learn that it was coming down. But of course, rumor runs rampant as to what was going to happen to it. And one of the rumors was this is what was going to happen to it. And we were very happy to learn that this is what they did to it.
Have you been on a Rocky Mountain coaster before?
I have. When Six Flags over Texas opened the new Texas Giant, we were there that first year. It was a lot of fun, very fast, very smooth, and this doesn't compare because it's so different.
All right, and how many times have you been on it?
This morning about a dozen times. Took a break, went to lunch. I'm going to head back over and see if I can get some more rides before the afternoon's over.
All right, any final thoughts?
Get out here, ride it. I don't care how long the line is, wait for the ride.
Amy, tell us about the Wicked Cyclone.
Oh my God, it's smooth, it's fast, it's relentless, it's amazing.
Have you been on a Rocky Mountain coaster before?
I have. I drove all the way out from Vermont to Missouri to ride Outlaw Run, and it kicked my patootie.
How does that compare to this one?
It's a little different. Outlaw Run is a different feel to the coaster. This is much more like you're in the middle of literally a twister. The way they've got you rotating around the track and the spinning of the hard lines, the speed, it just really emulates a storm. Whereas Outlaw Run really kind of feels like you're running from the law. Like that's what it emulated, and this emulates a storm, and it did it beautifully.
Tell us, describe the ride to us.
Well, you go up a lift hill and you get to the top and you look straight down at 85 degrees, and it's not really straight down, but at 85 degrees on a coaster, it feels like it's pretty straight down, and you just go and you go and you go, and you think you're going in one direction, and then you end up coming off that direction and you go in another direction, and they think, oh, well, we're going to send you this way, and oh, no, you're going a whole nother way because you're in a cyclone.